Good midday to everybody. Working on the Ghostbusters electric guitar, working on the actual font and the actual fretboard, what I'm going to place on the fretboard. And I've decided on the Ghostbusters font. This font is the Ghostbusters, and normally you see the O with the symbol of the Ghostbusters, but that's going to be the body of the guitar, so I'm not going to worry about that. And the size I need, the fretboard is 18 inches by 2 inches. And I think I got it right in the middle there. It's about 17, well actually it's about 16 and a half inches, but I'm going to put it right in the center, and then by 2 inches top to bottom. So what I'll do first is I'll trace this onto a piece of paper, and then I'll actually cut it out and then stretch it over the fretboard and see if it'll work. And if it will work, then I'll pencil in the lines on the fretboard, and then I'll slowly have white paint, and I'll slowly dab it in there and put the white paint on there. And then hopefully today I'll be able to finish the rest of the paint on the neck, which will be the red for the tassel on the head. The band for the Stay Puft will be blue, and then over the top of that will be white, and then little black accents here and there in the cracks in the eyes and whatnot, and then black in the mouth, black in the center of the eyes, and then the red on the tongue bits. And then try to make it look somewhat realistic with a little bit of gray here and there. But yeah, so let me work on this. Let me put this on a piece of paper, and we'll see you in a sec. Alright, got the letters loosely traced on some paper. Now I'll gently take the paper off, and now I'm going to really refine and straighten the lines and make it perfect. And we'll see you next step. Alright, we'll see you in a second. Alright, got the lines straightened, looking pretty good. So now I'll take my X-Acto blade, fresh X-Acto blade, and cut out. And then I left a little section so the inner bits will remain. And then when I go to transfer it over on the neck, they'll know where those are at. Alright, we'll see you next step. Alright, more than halfway cutting out the letters. We're getting there. Alright, we'll see you in a sec. Alright, got the cutout laid on the fretboard, and I think this is going to work. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm going to have to adjust the letter size, because you know how the frets get larger as you get towards the body of the guitar, and smaller towards the neck of the guitar. So I'll have to adjust accordingly to that. But I'm going to pencil sketch just some ideas where everything should go, and we'll be right back. Alright, got a general outline of where the letters are going to go in pencil, so I can see it fairly good, and I did adjust accordingly to letter size. Let's see if I can get a better angle so it gets a better light of where the actual letters are going to go. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some white paint, and I've got this white tip fine tip marker, and just lay out some general idea of just some basic things of where it's going to go, and then I'll rework it, and then when I'm happy, then I'll give it some paint and start painting it in. Alright, we'll see you next step. Alright, I retraced it in some fine tip black paint marker paint, and I got me a little tin of regular paint, and I got some brand new brushes, so World's Fine Tip brushes. So let me go a first round of paint. I think it looks pretty good. Where the Ghostbusters is situated, it's really readable. Alright, fingers crossed, wish me luck. I'm going to start applying the white paint with the real super fine tip paint brushes. Alright, we'll see you in a little. Alright, quick update. It's looking good. Got Ghost first coat of Ghost on the fretboard. And looking good. Gotta go Ghostbusters. And then I'll put several coats and then touch up with black around the edges. So these ultra fine brushes are just really killer. They're allowing me to get really, really precise. But okay, alright, keep moving. We'll see you in a little bit. Alright, I got the first layer of Ghostbusters on there, and it's looking so cool. Yeah, those fine tip brushes are just amazing. Whatever these are, I got them from Walmart for like 10 bucks for 15 of them, and it just turned out awesome. Alright, I'm going to let this dry. While this dries, I'm going to clean my brush, And then I'm going to start working on the paint on the headstock, the front of the headstock, like the blue and the blacks and the reds. But yeah, I just want to let that dry. Alright, we'll see you in a sec. Alright, just a quick update. Gonna take a rest and let some of this paint dry. I got the first coat of the Ghostbusters, and while I was waiting on that, I decided to do the black and the red and a little bit of accents. You can see like the little accents on the here and there on the sides, Mr. Stay Puft. Also did the black on the back, little black section, and I'll touch it up and everything like that. Left to go on the paint as far as the blue and then the red tassel. So, but I'll let this dry, hang it up, take a break, clean up my mess, and we'll see in a little bit. Alright. Well, the day has finally come. Continuing work on the Ghostbusters guitar. It is time to tape up the guitar and do the red paint on the body, and then when I finish that, I'll finish the red on the headstock and all the rest of the headstock and the inlays and everything like that. So I'm just getting prepared to tape it off. I really don't know how I'm going to approach this. I have a general idea. I'm going to tape off just the corners. I don't want to put tape on the whole white because it has body filler contour underneath, and I don't want that coming up. And I've got this generic, tape that hopefully it'll stick enough to protect the white paint underneath, but not stick enough to pull up the white and the other tape. Alright, fingers crossed. We'll get the guitar and start taping up. We'll see you in a sec. Alright, just a quick update. Taping up all the ghost parts. Get ready to paint the red paint on the nose symbol. And as I expected, I did notice, I can't remember where it was, but over here, I think when I pulled up the little tape to adjust it, I could see some of the white kind of came up. So I know I'm going to have to do some touch-up, which will be fine, and I think it'll actually add to the patina. But the majority of the bigger areas, I'm going to have this paper towel, so there's not going to be no tape contact. The only tape contact on the white is going to be along the edges, and I'm trying to use this tape that's not as sticky, but sticky enough to where it's going to cover. So this is where I got so far, and I'll do everything as perfect as possible, and then when I go to spray it, hopefully it'll go good. And then, but it's, if anything, it's not going to be perfect. This is a handmade thing, so I'm not going to expect it to be absolutely 100% just perfect factory made, like it was made in a machine or something. So with them expectations, I'm just going to hope for the best. Hopefully when I do tear off the tape that it's not going to pull up any white. But like I said, I could always touch it up, so that's not an issue as long as I get the red and everything good. So alright, we'll see you as I continue on taping here, and fingers crossed everything goes well. Alright, we'll see you in a sec. Alright, look, we got that. It's getting there. Taping up all the white parts. And I just seen this right here. What does that remind you of? I hate to say it, but old Ghost Man with that paper on his head kind of looks like Donald Trump. But anyway, alright, we'll see you in a sec. Alright, got her all taped up, looking good. Now time to move the operation to the outside and get ready to spray the spray paint. Oh, alright, let's see when we're out there. Fingers crossed everything goes well. I hope it does. Yeah, but I think the tape job's pretty good. And I do expect some white and body filler to come up when I pull the tape up, but we can always fix that. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, how's everybody doing? We're moved outside. It's looking good. Made sure all the tape bits are sealed. And we are ready for some red. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. I've been looking forward to this for quite a while. And stressing over it too. Trying to figure out the way. It wasn't so bad taping it up. It's just mainly trying to get it uniform, and it looks pretty good. So alright, this is the paint that we're going to be using this time. We're going to do some acrylic enamel 2X red paint. And I think the color is cherry red. So we'll do that up and put a coat or two on there, and we'll see you later. We'll see you. Well, see you later. See you in a little while. And I gotta say, I ain't afraid of no ghost. All right, got the first coat on there, and I have to say it's looking pretty awesome. Yeah, that red is a good choice. Bright red for sure. Yeah, all right, we'll let this dry, let this cure, set for, flash off for about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll go with a second coat. I'll probably go upwards of maybe 10 coats on here just to make it really kind of uniform and nice and glossy. But we'll see how it goes. And then I'll peel off all the tape. So I'll do that nice and slow. And I think the only tedious parts of the tape are going to be the little bits as far as the paint goes. And maybe, you know, the paint pulling away on some of the white. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, all the red base coats have been completed, and I think it looks pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I covered everything. I looked over it a few times and I can't find any spots that I might have accidentally missed. Alright, so now is the tricky part, to pull off the tape without, and the tape and everything else, without pulling off the white and without the red tape having any effect. So this is going to be a stressful part, so I'll try to film as much as I can, but we'll see in a little bit. Start working on this. Okay. Alright, are you ready for the reveal? There it is. Base coats of red have been applied. Awesome. I'll have to touch up a few spots, and didn't really pull away that much, just two little small spots. A spot there, and I can touch that up with white very easily, and a spot there. And of course there's going to be thinned out black going in the cracks, and then solid black in this spot and this spot. This stuff's going to stay white, but that's going to be solid black, and then I'm going to, you know, put some paint thinner and some black, and then do like the cracks and everything, and it's going to look really cool. But it turned out pretty awesome, I think. What are your thoughts? Ghostbuster the guitar base coats are completed, and like I'll let this cure for a few days, a couple days, you know, probably about a week. And yeah, the red turned out really well. You can see it's real uniform more or less, and it looks pretty cool. I mean, the overall effect is exactly what you're looking for. And when I put the black bits in there, it's gonna really make it pop, like with the eyes, and black in there and black in there and black in there. And like I said, the paint thinned black, so it's not like a solid black. It's gonna be like a kind of a gray, kind of a watered down black, but it's gonna look really cool. And I'll try to add the effects. But yeah, today's update on the Ghostbuster guitar, and I'll continue working on the neck with the red bit, the blue bits, and then some more layers on the actual fretboard. But yeah, Ghostbusters. It's like you almost want to cue the Ghostbuster theme right here. And there's a few touch-up spots I see here and there, but no big deal. It's going to be really cool when I get this done. Well, I was kind of stressed about this, but for no reason though. I mean, it turned out good. I mean, I was stressed that it wasn't going to turn out quite as good. But you know, you get surprised. And I guess I didn't tape it up just good enough right there, but that could be easily corrected. But yeah, there we go. It looks cool. I can't wait to get the neck on there and string it up and fire this baby up. So it's gonna have the red pickup and, you know, the chrome hardware and everything like that. And this black bit, like you seen earlier in the video, it's a white piece, and I'm gonna put the black line in there to match. So, all right. And we will see you a little bit. 3D action for you. Whoa, look at Ghostbuster theme guitar is 3D. But yeah, it turned out cool. Alright, and we will see everybody on the next step. I'll probably get to work on the neck and everything, and I'll fill you in on that. Yeah, look at how shiny that paint just turned out. Really good. I'm really impressed with this Rust-Oleum. I mean, you get lucky with the Rust-Oleum 2K cherry red. So there we go. Alright, and we'll see you in a little bit. Hope everybody's having a good day. Instead of having a green thumb, we got the red thumb. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, after a successful paint job on the body, we time to continue on with the neck. Alright, so I got some blue paint, some red paint. I'm going to do the blue parts. The blue parts are going to be underneath the Stay Puft, and then white over the top on both sides. And then the red and the tassel. And then I'll put another couple coats on the Ghostbusters on the fretboard. Anyway, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright. Alright, another quick update on the neck. Looking pretty cool. Got the Stay Puft. Put another coat on the Ghostbusters on the fretboard. I'll let this dry a little while, and then I'll probably put another white coat on there, and then I'll take some black fine tip paint pen, and then I'll go along the edges to make them really look good. Add a couple accents to the eyes there, stain put. It's pretty cool. And then the back, of course. And I'll touch up all the black bits and make them perfect. But yeah, it's coming along. And once all this cures, and then wait for the body to cure a little bit for a while, for a few days, and then I'll get some of the black accents going on the body. And I can't wait to start putting this one together. It's going to be really cool. Alright. And then, like I said before, I'm going to put a black bar. It's a bar basically just like on the Mr. Scary guitar here I got here. The George Lynch Mr. Scary. See how it's a double locking, but you see how that bar retains the strings? And that way I won't have to use any kind of string trees. And theoretically I'll be able to control where the lines of the strings hit the tuner, so that'll be pretty cool. But alright, yeah, alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, got it inside, everything good to go, working on the neck. I just want to wrap up today's progress on the Ghostbusters electric guitar build. It's turning out really good. I touched up a little bit of the red here and there, and it is looking sweet. You know, like I said, I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to add the black accents. So it's going to be very cool. And the black accents is really going to make it really just finish off the whole thing. Yeah, but yeah, it turned out really good today. Progress was successful. Wow, it turns out really cool. And there's the neck. Mr. Stay Puft, you're about getting close. You can't wait to get going too, so... yeah, Ghostbusters. Like I said, I'll probably put another coat of white on the fretboard lettering. But yeah, I think it turned out really well. And this has had a couple days of cure. The Striper Stratocaster guitar build, that'll be starting soon. Be painting on that. But there we go. Hope everybody has a good day. And be good to each other. And kiss your mom for me. Just hope everything is well. Hug your loved ones. And crazy world we live in nowadays, so we have to really stay good and stay together. But all right, we'll see y'all soon.